Good morning, students. I hope you have gone through the chapter What is Democracy and Why Democracy. Today we will discuss in short. The word democracy is derived from Greek words demos and kritia. Demos means the people and kratria means the power. These two words together means authority of the people. Some scholars has given some definition. According to the Abraham Lincoln, democracy is a government of the people, by the people and for the people. According to Professor Seeley, democracy is the government in which everyone has a share. Now come in the kinds of democracy. First one, direct democracy. This is the oldest and real form of democracy in which the people directly participate in managing the affairs of the state. Such a form of democracy existed in the ancient Greek city. Second, that is the indirect democracy. Indirect democracy, which is also known as representative democracy, and in democracy people elect their representative on the basis of universal adult franchises, and through them they carry on their administration. Representatives are responsible to the people for the exercise of their power. Example, India, USA, England, France, Japan. Now come in the features of democracy. First one, major decision by elected leaders. In a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. If in a country there is a formally elected parliament and government, but the real decision making power lies with those who are not elected, then it is not a democracy. This is observed in dictatorship or monarchies. Pakistan also witnessed such a situation in 2002. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. He overthrew a democratically elected government of Nawaz Sharif and declared himself the chief executive of the country. Later, he changed his designation to president and in 2002 held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension. In August 2002, a legal framework order that amended the Constitution of Pakistan, which was issued by Pervez Musharraf, and on this basis the President could dismiss the national and provincial assemblies. The work of civilian cabinet was supervised by a National Security Council, which was dominated by military officers. And elections were held after passing this law, but the final decision rested with the military officers and General Pervez Musharraf himself. Second, that is the free and fair electoral competition. In a democracy must be based on free and fair election where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. Holding election of any kind is not sufficient, and the election must offer a real choice between political alternatives, and it should be possible for people to use this choice to remove the existing rulers. It can be better understood by the way of election are held in China and Mexico. In case of China, elections do not offer the people any serious choice. They have choose the ruling party and the candidate approved by it. This will be clear from some points. In China, elections are regularly held after every 5 years for electing the People's Parliament, which is called Quango Remini Dwaibo, the National People's Congress. National People Congress has the power to appoint the President of China. Before contesting election, a candidate needs approval from Chinese Communist Party, and the government is always formed by the Chinese Communist Party. In the case of Mexico, people seem to have choice, but in practice this was not true. Since its independence in 1930, Mexico hold election after every 6 years to elect its president. The country has never seen under military or dictator rules. But until 2000, every election was won by PRI, Institutional Revolutionary Party. PRI used many dirty tricks to win the election, and some dirty tricks are: all those who were employed in government office had to attend party meeting. Teachers of government schools used to force parents to vote for PRI. Media largely ignored the activities of opposition party and criticized them. Polling booth were shifted from one place to another in last minute. Next point, one person, one vote, one value. In a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. Democracy is based on the fundamental principles of the political equality, and it has been adopted by a number of countries, but in some countries this principle is not followed. In Saudi Arabia, women did not have the right to vote till 2011. Last point, it is rule of law and respect for rights. A democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional laws and citizens' rights. It should allow sufficient room for normal political activity in the period before election. Also, a democratic government should ensure that the basic rights of its citizens are protected with the help of an independent judiciary. The example of Zimbabwe shows that the popular approval of rulers is necessary in a democracy, but it is not sufficient. Zimbabwe attained the independence from white minority rule in 1980. Since then, the country has been ruled by ZANU-PF party, which was led by Robert Mugabe. Robert Mugabe has been ruling the country since independence and on every election. To win election, he used some dirty tricks. Some dirty tricks were: television and radio controlled by the government and give only the ruling party's version. There are independent newspapers, but the government harass those journalists who go against it. The government has ignored some court judgment that went against it and has pressurized judges. So, in spite of winning election, the government of Zimbabwe is not democratic in true sense. Here, some important word is there and definition is there. Legal framework. What is the Chinese parliament and what is the full form of PRI? Just note down.